Good morning, my dear friends. It's coming to you from my office here in the Church of the Little Flower. Wanted to share some news that the Archbishop just passed on to all of his priests, because a lot of you have questions about Holy, particularly about Palm Sunday. So this is what the Archbishop said, and I'm going to read some of it verbatim from the email he just sent to his priests. He says, my friends, the COVID-19 pandemic continues to challenge us, and our people, our liturgical observances of the Lord's passion, death, and resurrection will take place without the active participation of our people, who will be forced by the prudent need for social distancing to follow the liturgies remotely online through other social media. And these next 2 weeks, our health professionals tell us, will be very critical, with more people becoming infected and possibly many deaths. Miami-Dade and Broward counties lead the state in the numbers of people infected, and to be sure, all of us are affected. Because of the need for everyone to observe extreme social distancing and to follow civil authorities' instructions to remain at home as much as possible to mitigate the risk of spreading the virus, and he bolds this and underlines this, it is not prudent for parishes to plan any activity that would encourage people to leave their homes. Therefore, parishes are not to offer drive-through palm distribution, confessions, or Holy Communion, or any similar type of activity. The rest of the email was more directives to us priests, but I wanted to read you that specifically because as of now, because of the Archbishop's instructions, we will be suspending drive-through confessions. And even though we were not planning on offering, distributing the palms, some people on the online chat the other day thought about, well, Father, what about putting it under the windshield wiper? We don't get out of our cars. Well, it's a sacramental. We're not going to do that. And I always made the analogy that if we can't give you the Eucharist, which we have been able to do for 2 weeks now, 2 weeks today, the Eucharist is more precious than the palms. And what makes you think we're going to give you the palms if we can't give you the Eucharist? It doesn't make any sense. So I said this in the chat on Monday. I wrote it for my bulletin column for this weekend. We're going to bless the palms. We're going to distribute them at a later date. What the Archbishop does recommend, and something that you've probably seen online, was one of you send it to us on our Facebook page. On Palm Sunday in your live stream masses, you might suggest that people place a palm frond on their door. Most yards in South Florida have some type of palm in them. Another possibility is to cut up a small piece of palm that you may have had from last year, or something that I've been telling you that I'm going to do. Just get that palm tree, put it on your door, but also have one with you and with your family members. Have it in your hand. I will bless it, just like the Holy Father blessed all of us last week. We will bless it. The Lord's blessings is not limited, obviously, through these communications. It's not the same. I know it's not the same thing. You're not getting the holy water. You're not getting, but it's what we have right now. Obviously, it also pains me not to be able to offer drive-through confessions anymore, but I agree with the Archbishop, and I was debating this over the last 3 days myself since we offered the last one. We really do need to stay home. The faster we do this, the faster we get through this, and the faster we get back to church. That's what I've been saying since the beginning, and I pray we all take that to heart. It's going to be a Holy Week like no other. We're going to do a live chat later on this week to be able to go over all of these things, and I thank all of you for your cooperation. Pray for each other. Pray for all those. We have several parishioners that do have the coronavirus, or we saw Mayor Suarez is already out of quarantine, so he has survived it. He's one of those that has already gone through it. So please pray for them and so many other persons that may not have the coronavirus but are also sick or in the hospital or alone at home, and we usually take them communion, and we can now. They are in our thoughts and prayers. God bless all of you, and we'll talk to you soon.